Hi students, welcome to study with me, and today we are going to start with previous year question paper. I believe that this will help you to understand the objective questions because we are going to start with objectives today. It will give you an idea of how to find out the apt answer without getting confused with minimal time, and this will also help you to focus more on the hints and also score better marks in your final exam. So before we proceed, I would like to remind you to continue receiving this. Don't forget to like, share and hit the subscribe button so that you can get my videos at the time I post. So without further ado, let us start with previous year question papers. We'll start with objective answers first. Here is a question. Rahul wants to buy shares of Rexter Limited, which are being traded at the National Stock Exchange. He feels that the share price will go up in the future. Which market should you approach for this purpose? So the word here that is highlighted is National Stock Exchange, and it talks about shares. So you have to see which chapter does it come in. It comes under the finance chapter. So here you have the different markets given: money market, primary, secondary, both B and C. The word National Stock Exchange and shares itself symbolizes it is something that is connected to the secondary market. NSE is a share market where they sell the secondary shares, the shares that are already sold in the primary market. So previously issued securities and stocks are sold in NSE. So it is a direct question that tells you that you have to go to secondary market. It is a knowledge based question basically. The second question: which of the following is a development function of Securities and Exchange Board of India? Here the word highlighted is development function and Securities Exchange Board of India, which is nothing but SEBI. Development means itself you will develop something that has a foundation. So why are you developing? Because you want more of money. Okay. So here it talks about the training of intermediaries of the security market. Who are these? They are the brokers or the market participants. Promotion, undertaking steps for investor protection. No, they don't do development function for all of these. Okay. So they basically do this development function because this will develop the efficiency of the securities market. The third one, it is a statement based question. You have two statements and you have to choose the best one. So here the first statement goes as: values are general rules of behavior of individuals in society formed on the basis of common practices and principles after research in work situation. So it talks about values, behavior of individuals, and the principles and practices in the working situation. And the second statement talks about: while practicing principles of management, which values cannot be neglected as a business have to fulfill social and ethical responsibility towards society. So, which statement do you think it is true, whether it is one, two, or both are false? So these are the options. Here, if you see, the statement one is also justified because you need values in the work situation. The second one, it tells that values cannot be neglected because it is important to fulfill the social and ethical responsibility, which talks about the social responsibility here. So both the statements are justifiable. So we'll go for option C here. Okay, let us go for the next question. So there is some statement. What I have told is the same thing. Both statement 1 and statement 2 is justified here. We'll go to the next question. The element of promotion mix. So it is something that is connected to marketing chapter. So what are we going to do? The element of promotion mix, which involves a variety of programs designed to promote or protect a company's image and the individual product in the eyes of public. So they are doing this to promote a product and also to maintain the company's image in the eyes of public. So eyes of public, promotion, promote is the keyword here. So it is nothing but it talks about the public relation, eyes of people, people, public. Okay, just the synonyms there, and they want to maintain a good relationship there. The next question here, the process of holding securities in electronic form. Okay, electronic form is dematerialization. Which of the following statement does not connect to dematerialization? So when you hold the securities in the electronic form itself is dematerialization. Now you have to see which one does not connect to it. Smooth transfer and settlement of trade through single account in shares. Demat securities can be pledged or hypothecated to get loans, no danger of loss, theft, or forgery of sharing certificate. Existing physical shares cannot be converted in an electronic form. So, electronic form itself, if you talk, it is a new innovation. It is due to the update of the technology. So, when you see about dematerialization, yes, online if you do, you can do smooth transfer. There is no danger of loss, or it can easily be washed out. Okay, but the only thing that you cannot do in dematerialization form is if the shares are having physical existence, you cannot convert them into electronic form. Whereas if you buy new shares which are already dematerialized, it doesn't create any issue to it. The next one, we are going to do the match the following. Okay, so what are we going to do in the match? There are two things, two columns that are given, and it's going to talk about communication barriers. So we have different communication barriers here: semantic, psychological, organizational, and personal. So you are going to match it to the column 2, and based on this you have the options given down. So you have to check which one is getting connected to the option. Okay, so you can do one by one and then note it down. So semantic barriers, semantic itself means symbols, semantic symbols. Okay, psychological, it is connected to how you perceive things, the trust, emotions. So it directly connects to distrust. Organization barriers, it is something that is connected to status. Okay, and personal barriers are something that is being connected with incentives. Okay, proper incentives and personal barriers. So this is a knowledge based question where you have to just apply your knowledge over to this question. We'll go to the next question. Sarita bought a flat from Sugan developers for rupees 5 crores, and she was shocked to discover that the quality of construction was bad. Okay, so she has bought and then it is not up to the mark. During the rainy seasons, there was a lot of issues, and she and the plaster also was coming off at various places. So you can tell easily, very easily from this question, it's an understanding question where Sugan is a person, is a consumer, and they have purchased and then they are not satisfied with the quality. So you have to see the cost here. It is 5 crores. So you have to see which commission she has to approach here according to the Consumer Protection Act, whether it is district, state, national, or Supreme Court. So since it comes to 5 crores, quality of construction bad and redressal of grievances, it's clearly stated in the question, so she will go to the State Commission. The next question. In a recent ruling, the Supreme Court of India, so Supreme Court of India highlighted, has ordered an immediate stop on commercial activities. So Supreme Court has stopped the commercial activities which is in the radius of 500-meter within the Taj Mahal, and also have asked the Agra Development Authority, which is something that is being monitored. So, which directive or which dimension of business environment is reflected here? There is no doubt at all. It is a very direct question, it's a knowledge based question. Just see Supreme Court, Agra, then Taj Mahal. So, all of this has been speaking directly towards the legal authorities. We go to the next question. Compro Solution offers IT services to clients across the country. So during COVID-19, to accommodate changes, so as you know, during COVID-19, there was a complete shutdown. What did they do? To accommodate the change. So there is a change that taking place in the business environment. It's suitably modified. So according to the change, it has modified the organization structure in a way that works from home became the new way of working. So working from home has become a new way of working, which brings employees with cost benefit flexibility to the organization. So, what are they doing here? Are they doing benefits of specialization, or are they adapting to change? Development of personal clarity in working relationship. If you see there, the question is a very direct question. It talks about COVID-19 changes, and because of that, there is modified organization structure. Go to the question, the word change, the answer is there already in front of you. That is adaptation to change. Which of the following is not a part of social environment of business? So before we move to the question, if you have still not yet hit that subscribe button, kindly do it. And now let us move to the next question. Which of the following is not a part of social environment of business? So social environment itself is the biggest hint there. So social environment, it talks with society, with people. Is it with the life expectancy, educational system, consumption habits, money supply in the economy? But note the question, it tells not a part of social environment, which is money supply in the economy. Money supply and economy, it talks about the economical factors and it is not a social environmental factors, whereas life expectancy, education system, consumption system, it is connected to people. Economy always comes in the economical factor. The next question, which of the following is not a function of middle level management? So if you see middle level managers, they are the supervisors, where the heads of the departments, where they talk about the policies, where they are ensured that everything goes well in the department. They try to motivate people, they try to influence people and their workers so that they are able to achieve the objectives which are being set up by the management, and they are held responsible to achieve those objectives. So what is the option here? Again, here the question they tell not a function of middle level management. So what is not a function of a middle level management? Analyzing the business environment and its implication for the survival of the firm. The people, they might come and go, but the firm or the organization will live forever. So it is not the work of the middle level to think about the implications for the survival of the firm. Their main motivation of the middle level is to motivate the employees. Okay, so implications for the survival of the firm which are associated with top level management, it is not done by the middle management, it is done by the high authorities. Move to the next question. I'm just moving it fast so that we can cover maximum questions without wasting much time of yours. The next question here. These days, consumers are making eco-friendly products. Yeah, we want to protect the environment. So they are doing healthy choices and they are saying no to all the things which are made of plastic, and they are replacing it with sustainable items like stainless steel, ceramic containers. This is forcing the business to bring a change as well. So, which feature of business environment is focused here? Totality of external sources, specific and general forces, interrelatedness or dynamic nature. Here, if you see, we are replacing this plastic to stainless steel and ceramic things. So we are kind of forcing the business to opt for eco-friendly and healthy options. So what are they doing? They are specifically telling stainless steel containers, ceramic containers, and talking about plastic. So the answer here is specific and general forces. They are specifying what are we doing it. The next question, Government of India demonetized notes. Demonetization was a time where the currencies were stopped. Okay, on November 8th, 2016, demonetization was done where 500 and 1000 rupees notes were totally banned by the Indian government. So what are the options that talks about the demonetization here? Demonetization, they cease to be the legal tender. Legal tender here, something that has been accepted for trade, okay, except for few specific purpose, a specified purpose. These notes, they could not be banked but could be used otherwise. Third one, they can be converted into gold coins from Reserve Bank of India. The fourth one, these notes could be used for household purpose but not for business purpose. So what is that? What is demonetization speaking? The 3 points doesn't specify. So the one thing that talks about demonetization here is demonetization. They seized the notes. So it was banned. It was not accepted. So it is something that has been done by the government of India. So it is a legal tender which was seized and they could not use it uh, for except for few specified purpose. Here few specified purpose was people were allowed to exchange their money in the bank for the new currency. Okay, that was the only thing that was left during the demonetization time. Moving on to the next question, Taylor called for complete mental revolution on the part of both management and workers. It means that management and workers should transform their thinking. So mental revolution, something that about it talks about perceiving, it talks about the thinking. So it is again a very direct question you have to apply. It is a application based question here. Management should share the gains of the company, if any, with the workers. At the same time, workers should work hard. So here it tells management should pay and workers should work hard. So it is a kind of give and take policy that is happening here. You have to find which principle of management is highlighted here. So mental revolution, transforming their thinking, management and workers should work for the gain. So it is something that is needed with cooperation and not individual. If supposing I am doing and my other colleagues are not doing, it could not happen. So it is something that needs cooperation and it is not an individual thing. Moving to the next question. Kia Limited is a large organization manufacturing a popular brand of Desi ghee and supplying it to various states of India. These manufacturers, they manufacture 10,000 liters of Desi ghee every day and they pack in cartons of 250 ml, 500 ml and 1 liter size. So you have to check which 10 cartons of each size is checked. Each 10 every 10 cartons are being checked for quality control every day. So what is being found? They are being found. If any changes are being found, what are they doing? They are then doing the analysis which would be needed to understand and address the issue. So which of the steps are being discussed in the controlling process? Setting performance standards, measuring actual performance, comparison of actual performance with standard, or analyzing deviations. The answer to this is analyzing the deviations and taking the steps. We'll move to the other questions in the next part. Till then, learn, study with me.